Welcome back to The Link. We are delighted to welcome to the set of The Link LeeStJohn, author, TV personality across the state of Alabama, columnist now for the Noon and Times Herald. LeeStJohn, I have never heard of a recipe that mixes Irma Bombeck and Louis Grizzard. We are excited to have you here
Well,
today.
thank you. Those are sort of my journalistic heroes. You know, they both wrote for the papers as well. Irma wrote in Ohio, and Louis is our darling here. So I just read their columns and followed them, and I started my career in Rockdale County with the Rockdale Citizen, being a journalist there before, during, and after college. So my first love was journalism. I majored in that in college and went back and got the English education and master's program.
You've written several books.
I have. I'm on my fourth, believe it or not. That should come out this spring. And I have 3 books that are already out. May I show them?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so the first book is She's a Keeper, Confessions from a Southern Girl's Closet. The second one is She's a Keeper, Anecdotes from a Southern Girl's Attic. And the third one comes in as Bombshells from a Southern Girl's Basement. I also have a coloring book that's out there that goes along with one of these books. Again, I'm on my 4th written book, and I've also produced, well, I'm producing at the moment, my 2nd audio book, which I read. I'm the narrator of these books. So I'm really excited about the 4th one coming up because it's going to be Compositions from a Southern Girl's Classroom.
Wow.
Oh, those stories that we're not supposed to tell. And that's where the humor of Irma and Louis Grizzard come in. A little bit of Seinfeld, too.
Help us get ready for columns in the Times Herald.
Right. I am so proud to be a part of that. And I go by LeeStJohn, obviously, although that's my nom de plume, my pen name. But I was talking to Walter Jones, and he said, would you be interested? And I said, of course. And I get to tell my stories that are relatable to Cowetians. So that's how we do it. I've got the column. It's been out twice now, coming out the 3rd time soon.
Give us some insight into your writing. What's the style? What do we expect to see?
A joke.
A joke? Okay.
I set it up as a joke, and if you remember, good storytellers, and I hope that I can be in that class, good storytellers, when they tell jokes, they start off, and then you're waiting and anxiously waiting for the punchline, right? But they kind of take you down, well, like Mark Twain. Yeah. You know, they take you down a journey, take you down a path, and then, bam, they come back and give you that punchline that they've been meandering along as a good storyteller, especially Southern storytellers do. And I'd like to think that I do that. I take you off on tangents, but then I bring you back and, oh, yeah, and that sort of thing at the end.
That's an art. Have we lost some of that?
I don't know. I don't think so, but it may be that that the Southerners' voice, I think it's strong, and I think that we're going to stay and definitely come back if we're, back a little bit.
Well, how do people who read you, how do they engage with you, Lee? How do they contact you?
Okay, well, I have websites. I'm on every social media there is, okay? Twitter and Instagram and websites and Facebook, everything. Please come join me. Okay. And then the other is I speak to a lot of civic programs and community activities and private book clubs, DAR, whatever. Retired teachers, I'm doing that soon for the state of Georgia. Yeah. So I have a lot of contacts that way, and then I read my books, and they tell me, these women mostly, tell me they relate to the stories or what I describe, and they say, oh my goodness, you did that? I just thought about doing it. I didn't think I would ever have the nerve.
You've been a blogger?
Are
you still doing that?
I'm blogging. Yeah, I'm blogging. Yeah. So, I mean, I blog, and I have the website, like I said, LeeStJohnAuthor.com. Okay. And then please like me on Facebook, and that's Lee at LeeStJohn Facebook. So, and then again, find me on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere.
How often will we see you in the Times Herald?
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday?
Every Saturday.
Okay, all right.
And you can find the books mostly on Amazon because I am self-publishing. Okay. So because of that, you can go to Barnes & Noble and ask for it too here, but everybody will have to order for you.
She's a keeper. Help me with that theme.
Okay.
Why the theme?
Okay, because I'm an only child. I'm a girl, and I kept all my parents' memories. I have 2 boys who are not paying any attention to me, and by the time they do pay attention, I either may have Alzheimer's or be dead. So I've decided I better get my stories stories down, and that's why the title is, the author is LeeStJohn, because my oldest child is Lee, my youngest child is John, and I'm a saint.
Well said, well said. LeeStJohn, author, blogger, TV personality in the state of Alabama. We welcome you to TheLink. We welcome you to columns in the Noon and Times Herald.
I'm thrilled about that.
Looking forward to seeing those on every Saturday.
That's correct, in
Thanks
the community forum section.
The community forum section. Thanks for being with us on
Thank you
TheLink.
again.
Hope you'll be back.
I hope so too.
Great. LeeStJohn, watch for her. Columns in the Noon and Times Herald. You stay tuned. TheLink will be right back.